Hi everybody. Okay, so it's Tasha here, and I'm going to show you how we can turn these 7 nails into very simple nail looks that you can use some together or all different, whatever you want. So let's get started. Okay, so the first one, we're going to go ahead, just for the record, I haven't really done a whole bunch of these videos where I'm telling you guys what I'm doing, so we're going to see how this works. For the first one, we're going to go ahead and do a watercolor. Well, a brush stroke or a watercolor, you can call it whatever you want. You start with any color. Now, I'm going to show you how to do it on both of these colors using the same color scheme. We're going to use the beige, the nude, the pink, the rose gold, and the black in all of our looks today. So when you do this, you want to get off a decent amount of what's on your brush, but leave enough. And you literally, and if you find it doesn't work, boom. So that's one layer. You want to get it in the light. Okay. I've got the light over here. If you are working on your nails, and we're going to show you 2 different ways to do this. If you're working on your nails over here, you don't want the light facing this way, because if the light is facing this way, I just went over the exact same spot. If the light's facing this way, then you could possibly potentially cure your gel that's on the brush that you're using. So we're going to go ahead and put those in the light. And let's see, we're going to do an abstract look. We're going to do 2 abstract looks and 2 watercolor looks so that you can see the difference between them. Again, get a lot of it off of the brush. Now it's a lighter color. If you're going to do this, you want to make sure the color has an opaqueness that'll show through. So something like that, you really don't have to be super like perfect with it. And I am using gel, so if I mess up, I can just take it off. So that's a little too much. Let's try that. So we're going to do that. Go on the light. I'm going to go ahead and take out one of these ones from earlier. We're going to move to the next color. I'm going to use a rose quartz kind of color. So take off a good amount of it from the brush. Just kind of places that you think you might need it. And when you're doing this on a client, obviously you're going to get stuff on their, yeah, I can't talk today. You're going to obviously get stuff on their finger. Just take a cleanup brush and wipe it off. It's not going to be the end of the world. And then we're going to do the same thing on this one. I'm going to show you how putting a stamp over this look gives you one look. I don't want to use too much. And then putting a couple black or white dots. We're going to use black today since it's one of the colors. Putting a couple black or white dots will give you a whole nother look, and even a touch of foil. So yeah, we're just going to do something really simple. These are things that you can do at home. Currently, this is being filmed during the whole COVID-19 thing, so nobody can leave the house. So see how easy that is? It doesn't have to be perfect. And it looks pretty cool. It took me a long time to realize, like, it's okay that it's not perfect. Okay, so those ones are in there and set. We're going to go ahead and we're going to stamp on these 2. I'm going to stamp similar color of this on this nail and then vice versa on this nail. I'm going to do a leopard print because leopard print is always in style. Right here, this stamping plate is a Young Nails plate. I'm not sure if they're selling all their plates anymore. I think they may have sold out. They were all limited edition and stuff. So you may or may not be able to find this plate again. However, Maniology, who, if you follow my page, you know is one of my favorites. Also, they used to be called Bundle Monster. I use this stamper a lot, this scraper a lot. They used to be called Bundle Monster. But Maniology every animal print known to man. So what you're going to do with this is you're going to put just enough up here, because what you're going to do is you're going to drag it so that it fills in all the ridges. A nice soft drag, not a whole lot of pressure. It comes out on here, and then you just stamp it directly down, and now you have it on here. So we're going to go ahead and put this one aside because I'm going to show you some top coat tricks on this. To clean your stamper, I always use this just because I have it. I know that Maniology has these really cool little like booklets of stuff that you can use to clean your stamper, and I have a few of those. But if I'm working on a client and I need to get going, then I go ahead and just use my roller. Normally I use a washcloth and I use it till it's dead, but it didn't look as pretty, so I didn't want to use a washcloth today to show you how to do this. Now on this one, like I said, we're going to keep it in the same family. We're going to go ahead and take a black polish, and at the moment I am not aware of, no, scratch that, I am aware of a company that does gel for, slightly brush that or scrape it or whatever you call. I am aware of one company that does gel gel polish, that has a gel polish that works for stamping, but for the most part stamping is done with just regular polish. You want to make sure that the polish is opaque enough to be covered by one cover. I'm going to have a ton of videos on stamping, so I'm not going to go super in depth with that right at the moment. What we are going to do is make a mess and get myself all confused, but that's okay because this is my first tutorial video. I'm going to take this, oh no, I'm not. I'm going to take this one. And what we're going to do here is we're going to paint a small diagonal, just like on the screen. I think I am. Just like that. So we're going to paint that diagonal. I'm going to clean it up. Make sure you got a nice straight line. You know how people say that it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission? Well, when I'm doing stuff, I would rather get it on your skin and then clean it up off of your skin than to have to spend 20 minutes trying to perfect it around your cuticle area. Because guess what? I'm probably still going to get your skin. So we're going to go ahead and do that and turn the light back on. Let's see, I'm going to keep those there. Let's get all those other ones out that were just so adorable. Where did it go? Nope, that's what needs to stay in there. That one, yeah, excuse the fact that I don't have any nails on this hand. I'm actually going to try. These are the Prey Gel X system, these ones. I've had them on for 2 weeks, and this is the first time that I've had anything on my nails for longer than a week. I am a horrible nail client, and I'm a very bad nail picker. And so the fact that I have not been able to get these off, and I have not wanted to because they are amazing, makes me very happy. I did trim them down because with everything going on, there was a lot of typing I had to do. Lots of emails I had to send out. So typing with long, beautiful nails, it doesn't work as well for me. First thing I'm going to show you is we're going to do a watercolor look. Okay, I'm going to show you this stamping plate because, I hope I'm not in there. If I'm going to do a nail like this, and I'm going to stamp over it, I'm going to pick a stamp more like this so that you can see the design behind it, rather than one so busy like this one is. What I'll go ahead and do is I'll stamp one of the nails, because I have 4 brushstroke nails, one in this and one in this, so you can see the difference, because when you stamp in this, you can't really see all of the differences, all of the colors that you worked so hard to make look so pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. You'll just see what I mean. So we're going to go ahead and take a black polish, and we're going to take this really tight design that I don't suggest, like I said. Now with this black, you'll see that I do cover the, I picked a stamp that doesn't cover the whole nail. but that's okay. You'll still get the gist of it. With the black, you'll see that I cover a lot more of it. And the reason I do that is because the black that I'm using here is a little more sheer. So I really want to make sure that when I scrape it, it fills the things. But again, that'll be for another one. So here, see how you can still see the line work and stuff, but it kind of takes away from the background. But if you were to go and stamp, we are going to do this one. I think it's on there. I'm still getting used to this filming thing, so bear with me. Now, but when I do it with this one, it's not going to be the perfect stamp because I forgot to clean my stamper. But see, with this one, you can see that it doesn't cover as much space. Therefore, you can see all the different colors from underneath it. Can you see the difference? I think you can. If this isn't a good representation of how it looks different, then y'all can tell me, and in the next video, I will fix it. Well, in the one after I see all the comments, because I'm probably going to film a few videos before I post the first one. Okay, and then, because I mainly work with gel, I am never used to how fast polish dries. So even if I'm going to do something as simple as polka dots, I rarely ever use polish other than for stamping. So I'm going to put a little dot of gel on here. And I have a, can you see it? Yeah, I have a dotting tool. And I'm just going to be like, I think we're going to go up the side here. Make sure it's nice and then there's a lot of pink up here, so, and there's a straight line. Let's see, go there. So I kind of went along the side here. Where am I? Along the side here, and then I saw that there was like a straight line of the rose gold there, so I followed that. We're gonna go ahead and put that back in the light. And then we're going to do kind of the same thing. This is my black. I'm going to get a little more black so it's a little easier to use. All right, so here we see that we have the stripe that goes kind of like that. So we're going to go ahead and follow that. And then I like this one down here. Clearly, you can't spin your your client's hand around like I just did. But so I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that. And I did just realize that I did not grab a foil to use. So we are going to grab a handful of foils that I have here that I'm supposed to be putting back. And pick one. No. Kind of want more of a golder one. Let's see. Pick one that I think will work. And we have a winner, gold. Okay. So when I get my foils in, I cut them up into little pieces and put them in the little plastic containers. Little plastic containers, little plastic bags. I am all over the board tonight. Sorry about that. Okay. You could see through that one a little bit, so we're gonna go ahead and fix that up. I think it was off camera, sorry about that. So you can see that you can kind of go fast if you need to. Let's see. Because everything cleans right back up. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that back in the light. Okay, so we got that one out. And it's right here. It looks so cute. So when working with foil, foil is a pain in the butt. And it has a complete and absolute mind of its own. So since I had cleaned this off to make the straight line, which really isn't going to matter because I'm going to cover it in foil, I took off the sticky layer of the gel below it. So I'm going to go ahead and put Protein Bond. It's Young Nails Protein Bond. it pretty much creates like a double-sided tape factor. And so I'm going to let that sit there and dry. Foil, like I said, has its own little mind of its own. And it sometimes does exactly what I want it to, and sometimes it doesn't. I don't offer full nail foils, like where the whole nail is covered in foil, because I am not going to want to deal with the headache of it not picking up. It's just not something I work with. I don't like to have headaches. So we're going to take this look right here, foil here, color side on one side, the other side's going to be a softer color. Because all of this has a sticky layer, we should be able to just add a little foil to the look. Just something as simple as that. And add a little bit here, a little here, here, here. Adds such a big difference. Now, looking at this, I probably would have picked a different foil, but we worked with what we have, and I'm showing you technique again for this one. A little here, a little there and there. Big old chunk of it there. So that way you can tell a little bit more. Now, this protein bond should have stayed pretty reasonable. And I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to go along the line. So, going along the line, I realize I think it went a little too far over here. So, I'm just going to take it off. It's kind of the look I wanted right there. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the difference between foil and between shiny and matte. I, for the past year, have only used one top coat. Pretty much only one top coat. For sure, only one matte top coat for the past year. And there are these two. The Kupa matte and shiny. They are my lifesavers. I absolutely love them. Let's see. So with this one, I am going to go ahead and show you first what this looks like matted. Because at the same idea, I'm probably going to show you what these two look like matted. Because when you matte foil, it's going to like still sparkle. I don't know if I can explain that right. But let me show you. I use this mat a lot, so. All right, so we're going to go ahead and mat this. And whenever I'm doing top coats, I always cure for a little longer than suggested. This one, I believe, suggests a 60-second cure. I usually do a 90-second cure just to make sure. And then we said we were going to mat this one. So let's go ahead and mat that. It feels weird to be brushing on non-people's hands. All right, let's get a good matte top coat. I'm normally a lot nicer when I throw it. I don't just like slap it on, but you don't want to sit here and watch me polish. The rest of these, I'm going to go ahead and top coat. Okay, so they're all out and they are all done. So these are the two that I did in matte. See how the foil, okay, see how the shimmery here and the foil here still kind of shine. They like stand out. So when you have like a shimmer color, like a blue shimmer color, when you do it and you matte it, it kind of looks like it is glowing almost. Okay, so here are the two that I stamped. See how you can see the design behind this one? This one actually isn't too bad because I used a lighter one. But I'm a fan of using the more open design than the snug design like that one. And also you'd want to use one that obviously fills the whole nail. That one didn't. And then Here are the other brushstroke one we didn't do any matting of, and then just a normal soft, and you can see that it's not perfect, and that's okay. And then finally, this one I must have touched in the lights. Don't look at this little corner, but look how pretty that looks. And I'll go ahead and I'm gonna also matte this one and show you how cool it looks matte, because it gives you a whole nother feel. Luckily, when you're matting a color, the matte shows up pretty quick, so it's not going to take that long. Okay, so now it's shiny. We're going to go ahead and go in the light. And just for a couple seconds, probably already done, but I'm filling this back up so you guys can see them all together. Now, what would be cool is like if you had a solid black nail and then you added this, or, you know, you can add just one or two of these nails and be perfectly fine. Okay, so let's show you that. See how different that look is and how cool it made it? All right, so here are all of the designs. Now, this is my first time using this lid, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and paint it because it's a little distracting, and I apologize, but I think it gives you a good idea. Thank you so much. All right, everybody, be healthy, stay positive, and the sparkle on. I love you guys.